are. What a pretty intro. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, I'm bored with it. I want to create something different.
Well, you know, it's time then.
Anyways, hi everybody. I was grabbing notebook, paper, and pen, and I suggest you do the same just in case we learn something, you know. Just in case we learned something tonight. All right.
Oh my gosh, pressure.
Everyone, if you have not met Jillie yet, this is Jillie Little Zen Crone. Round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd like to say Jillie and I go way back.
We do. We do pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic. And I'll let Jillie tell her stories in a few moments, but I'm so excited. She had taken a little vacation, we'll say, a respite from
Hiatus.
Thank you. Couldn't think of the word. And yeah, so Jillie has come back. She's making her rounds, and I am so happy to have her on my channel. And mi channel es su channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jillie, you're just such a delight, such a light.
Oh, thank you.
And you've been missed. For those of us who know you, I know you well, you've been missed. So happy that you're making a return. And we've just been chatting for, a good month or so now. And yeah, so tonight what we're doing is we were talking one day and witchy things came up. And I was telling Jillie how much I feel earth witch. And I just haven't had or dedicated the time. And where do I begin? And we were chatting about that, and we decided, I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. So we've decided to do a little Whisper of the Witches tonight and have a witchy chat, learn a little bit about Jillie's witchy journey, and she has brought a ritual for us to write down or do, and then we're going to chat for about a half an hour or so, depending on how much we have to talk about, and then we will possibly, if time permits, pull some cards at the end. So welcome, Jillie. Welcome.
Oh my goodness, Ginger. I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm grateful to be back, but I'm really grateful that you invited me to come on your channel. I'm really kind of humbled. And I'm so glad to be here. And hello to everyone in chat.
Hello. Speaking of, let's say some hellos. We've got a few.
Let's do that.
Let's say hellos. Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Well, Jillie's here. Look at this.
Yes.
Crone.
I see somebody I know right off the bat.
Could it be?
It could.
Nancy and I did Whisper of the Witches and did witch readings for once or twice now, and it's so much fun to learn. Like, we all know we have spirit guides, but do we have witchy guides too? Why not? So so we invited that energy in. And here's Ocean VG. This is my man cub. He's becoming a wonderful moderator for me. So that's Brendan.
Hey, Brendan.
Yes, witchy chats tonight. We're going to mostly chat, and maybe get to some cards. So please hold any questions. We may or may not be able to get to them tonight. We hope to.
We're ready.
So, and then Juanita, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Juanita.
will be a good show.
Thank you for linking my channel, Nancy.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I was just about ready to, after I said my hellos, go find it. But thank you, Nancy. I appreciate you doing that. And again, I'm asking everyone, send Nancy love and healing energy. Um, she could use it. She could use it. And she's such a blessing to our community. So the more love, the more healing sent to Nancy. Um, she feels every bit of that energy. So Akila's here. Akila, you have been on my mind. How are you, sweetheart?
Is
We need
Akila
to-
Sky Dancer to you?
No.
Where's
Sky.
Akila?
Okay.
Oh, I see Akila. I
Yeah.
wanted to thank Sky Dancer for subbing.
Perfect. Perfect. So,
And
Sky
hello,
Dancer,
Akila.
aka Silver. So, happy to see you here. All right. So, let me see. We've got Osim. How are you doing? Um, there will there be bonding with this person? No. Okay. Um, so that's a question. We're not doing questions right now, so we're having a witchy chat, and maybe a little later we might do questions, but right now it's mostly learning about a little bit of witchy ways. So I will start that question just in case, but please hold all questions.
I hope we get to
Nathan's
do some.
here. Hey, Nathan, how are you? It's been a while. I hope your journey is treating you kindly. Um, and he says, nice to meet you, Jillie, and he subbed to your channel.
My goodness, thank you
Um,
so much. And thank you.
Nathan's a sweet soul.
I really liked Nathan's answer too. Yes, we really do have witchy guides.
Love it. And why not, really? I mean, I think all soul energy is out there, and why limit that? Um, So I was just going to say, now that we're, mm, if I can remember what I was going to say. Um, okay, so I have lost my question in my head.
Stay with me, Ginger. Stay with me.
I know, right? Okay, so I'm excited. So talking about witchy, we are going to have Jillie tell us a little bit first. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Tell a little bit about your channel, what you offer, and the fun stuff too.
Oh, okay. So, Ginger said I've been around for a while and I did take a very long hiatus. We'll call it a sabbatical. I was on a 3-year sabbatical and it really was because I was learning a lot. But what I missed was this community. And I really just wanted to come back. And so I did. I came back in, I think it was July, I came back. So, okay, what do I offer? Every Monday morning at 9 o'clock Eastern, I do what's called Cup and a Card, which has turned into Cup and Cards.
Cards.
Free readings for people. And we have a nice little group that's there on Monday mornings. And I chose Monday mornings on purpose when I came back because I thought, oh, there won't be a lot of people there. And I really wanted to get, I don't know, my feet under me again. I hadn't read for people in a long time. And so anyway, I do that. And that right now I'm really excited about this series that I'm doing on it's called Moon Magic. And what I'm doing is I'm doing a video about each phase of the moon. And then each phase of the moon, each video has a set of free, it's a free bonus that I'm giving away. They're anywhere between, I think they're like around 9 or 10 pages long. handouts for each phase of the moon that you go over to my Buy Me a Coffee shop, and they're just free. You just get them. I also write every month a approximately 55 page, we'll call it an e-zine called The Crone's Compass, and that is full of witchy wonderfulness. That has whatever month we're in. So December's was about Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius new moon and the full moon in Gemini and winter solstice. And there's oh gosh, like a little bit of everything. There's tarot, there's astrology, there's astronomy, there's witchy stuff. There are rituals and ceremony that you can do. There's usually recipes and crafts, and there's bunches of bonus pages. In December I talk about picking a word for the year. So that's over there, and that is just $3.
Jillie, is this on your
Buy Me a Coffee?
channel? I mean, is the Buy Me a Coffee link on your channel?
Yeah, so I'll put the link in.
Oh, you will for me. Okay. I was going to try
Okay,
to.
I'll go over and do it. So
Okay.
yeah, you can find it all on my Buy Me a Coffee. And let me go over there and do that. So those two things are going on. And then about twice a month during the pandemic, I did it every week, every Saturday, I think it was. But right now, who knows what's going to happen. So this is the link for it's a weird link, but I promise you, if you highlight it and you put it in your search bar, you'll go right to the page. So it's COFF.ee/ let's make sure that that's right. Yeah. So that's what it is. Just highlight it and it'll take you right over there. And then so Fridays at 4, and you kind of have to watch for it. It's usually around the full moon and the new moon. I do what we call wine and tarot, and that's at 4:00 on Friday afternoons. And I have a guest with me. Most recently, I had our beautiful soul Ginger. And we drink a cocktail or a glass of wine or not. I don't think we did. Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
You had a wine. I had an amaretto. But do you know, after the first 2 sips of that, I got a headache instantly.
Oh no,
that was strange. So I had to go to my water. Tonight I have tea with honey.
I have lemonade, diet lemonade. So so what I do there is, for a half an hour, we chat. I ask questions of the guest, and then I make the guest work for us in the chat, and they bring a tarot spread, and we all work a tarot spread together. And that's pretty much what's going on. Oh, nope, sorry. One more thing. I'm really into runes. I took a rune class last year on the Anglo-Saxon runes, the Northumbrian runes, and I got really into runes. My husband, who I refer to as Mr. Honey, is making runes. We have a set that we're going to put up on Buy Me a Coffee. There's a beautiful set that he made out of cherry wood.
Oh.
Series called the Rune Circle that downloads every Wednesday, and we're working through the runes. So every week it's a different rune, and we talk about the rune and what it means and what the correspondences are with crystals and herbs. And it's just...
Do they differ from... See, I have Elder Futhark. Do they differ from...
Yes. Yeah. So the Elder Futhark, now, the Elder Futhark is 24 runes, I think. And the Anglo-Saxon added runes to that. So the Anglo-Saxon runes are, I think, 34.
Okay. As if the other 24 wasn't enough to learn.
Well, luckily, the 24 are the same.
Right.
So you're only
I worked more so. I mean, I bought tarot in 96 and didn't realize I bought a um, uh, not Barbara Moore. What's the other? She just passed not long ago.
Rachel Pollack?
Yes. Did know at the time it was a Rachel Pollack deck. But it was very it wasn't a beginner deck. And then I had a witchy friend um make a set of runes for me. So tarot
Oh,
got pushed aside a little while, and I was doing, and it was Elder Futhart
so
runes.
many
She
ways.
painted them on little seashells and then put them in a bigger seashell. And
Ooh,
that was a Christmas present to me.
I
So I worked with runes for a long time before I picked up the cards again.
so Nathan just said full moon and new moon are really important to most magic practitioners, and I agree. I think that that's
Mhm.
true. My favorite moon is not either of those. I mean, I really like the full moon and the new moon, but my favorite moon is the waxing crescent right after the new moon, because it's just that, like, that sliver of light. It's like hope. It just I love it. And Skywalker said they drink Jameson, and I love me a glass of Jameson, but I'd
Oh,
be on the
so
floor.
we called her what? Skywalker. Um, your link did not show. Did you happen to press enter? When you
It
put
does show. I'm looking at it.
where
It's up above.
I'm
Can you
going.
guys see my link? Maybe my comments aren't coming out.
All right, put in a quick comment real quick. No, they are because you commented earlier. Okay, hang on.
Well, you know what? Here, I'll go get the link. How about that?
Okay, okay.
So hold
Yeah, 'cause
please
I
while I
don't.
make faces at my computer. All right.
Nancy put your link in,
Yes, she did. Thank you so
and
much.
let's see.
All right. I don't want that. Where? There they are. Okay. I think I want
Oh, Lord,
this.
you're making me mad here.
Mm, mm, mm.
Sorry, my finger. It's not my fingers. It's my new computer. Okay,
All
do.
right. So let's see.
Bear with us, people. We're trying to put some links in here. I'm going to put the channel link in here again. And Jillie does so much fun stuff on her channel. And then,
Let's see. I my biggest fear is that I'm going to like turn us off.
well, you can always pop back in.
I guess I can, but
Use
why?
the link.
Okay. So here is, let's try that.
Good Lord.
See, it didn't give me a hyperlink.
Oh,
Oh, please make Jillie a mod.
that's why. Oh,
That's why.
duh, Silver. Um,
Can you see the link? Oh, probably not, because you're not
it
allowed
won't
to
let you
put
put in a
links.
link. I forgot that if you're not a mod, they
Oh,
won't put
okay.
in
Hold
links.
on. How can we
Okay.
do this, Ginger?
Well, here, let me make you a mod. I need to make you a mod anyway. So let me go way
Give me a
back.
wrench.
God
I
bless.
love how Chris Kelly McFadden says a spanner. He's from Scotland.
All right. Come on now.
Sometimes I go into his live on Thursdays, and he goes live when Mr. Honey's coming home from work, and he'll come in the door and say, "Ah, that must be that Chris Kelly McFadden. I can't understand a word he's saying."
That's funny. You know,
He's one of the sweetest guys in the tarot tube. If you have not gone over to his channel, Elemental Cartomancy is his
yes.
channel. go over and check him out. He is a real
Jillie,
sweet
will you do me a favor and just say hi in the comments because this isn't even letting me go back to you. I mean, really.
Nope, I don't have a spanner.
There we go. Spanner. All right, let's see.
Oh my
Add as
goodness,
a
guys, we're so
moderator.
sorry.
Okay. You now have a wrench, you wench.
I
You witchy
do.
wench. Okay, now you
Look
can
at
put it in.
me. I'm now a managing moderator for this channel. Oh, the power. Oh.
So I
Okay, so now I
believe
can
that
go
lets
ahead.
you
Let's see if
highlight.
it. Okay, so it did not do the link. Let me see if I can, if it will. Oh,
Don't
look
make me
at
angry
this.
here.
Okay. Ta-da!
Oh, there we go.
There
I
it
wasn't even
is.
thinking, but yes, thank you. Thank you. So, everybody. Oh, wait, now the chat's jumping. Ah, there we go again. There we
Power.
go. Buy me a coffee. Little
Oh my
Zen
gosh.
Crone. So, there we
See,
go.
stuff like this makes my heart beat faster. I think we call that stress.
Ah,
I'm good
okay.
now. I'm all good.
Now, I want to see if. Yes, that's a clickable link, everyone. So, um, so I can't wait to my Brendan unlimited power.
So, do you want to talk about witchy journals? I mean,
Let's
journeys?
Witchy journeys. Okay,
Journals?
so the first thing that clicked between you and I that was synchronistic was the moon. And you said that's the first place, a great first place to start is with the moon and the moon cycles. You want to go into that?
It is. I think that the moon is a good place to start. I think what happens when we start a witchy journey, and just so everybody knows, I am really late to this whole um
Witchy force.
knowing that I'm a witch and being okay with that. That didn't happen for me until well after I was 60. So um, you know that whole W word thing is was a big problem for me because the connotation is so horrible.
It's
And I was
harsh.
afraid of it, but now I feel like we need to wear that, and we need to wear it proudly, and we need to be there to educate people that um, you know it's not what they say it is.
Let me see if I
And
have it
how
saved.
I got there was during the pandemic. I read a book. I want to know if anybody in the chat has read this book by Alex E. Harrow called The Once and Future Witches. If you have not read it, I um, highly recommend that book, The Once and Future Witches. I recommend her other books, The 10,000 Doors of January and Starling
Oh,
House. They are all just wonderful books, but I actually got some quotes up from her from this book, and
oh, perfect.
this is what led me to believe that indeed um, I am a witch.
Hmm.
And one of the quotes is, and this was it. That's all magic is really. It's the space between what you have and what you need.
Hmm.
The space between what you have and what you need. And then the another one is proper witching is just a conversation with that heartbeat, which only ever takes three things: the will to listen to it, the words to speak with it, and the way to let it into the world.
Wow.
And I get goosebumps
Hmm.
um, when I read those words, and those are both from those are both from the Once and Future Witches, which was just a beautiful story and had me bawling and
Oh
crying.
my gosh.
Okay, so then I thought, okay, yeah, poof, yeah, I'm a witch. Now what do I do? What do I do? And I
Well,
think,
can I say, after during our conversation, I said, let me Google what they say witch is. And I was pleasantly surprised because its meaning is wise person or wise one. These early witches are often village healers and spiritual practitioners who used herbs, charms, and divination to aid their communities.
yeah,
And then uh, it just shifted European witch hunts. Um,
yeah, it
it's
shifted in the 15 and 1600s. Um,
good.
and we went through a really bad time there for a while. And we're still, we're kind of still burning witches. We just don't do it in the
Physical,
habitual way. And we also really should know that outside of our country, that is going on.
really.
And so, yeah, in
Still?
Africa,
And
yeah.
Africa? Oh my gosh.
So it's still going on, and we need to, I'm very grateful still for the place I live.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so then there's this overwhelm because it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Do I have to make up everything? So, um, and for me, I also happen to be an ordained Zen priest, and my teachers were not having it. Like they were like, okay, you got to choose. You're either going to be a Zen priest or you're going to follow this path, but you can't have both paths.
Oh.
Well, and since I was a witch, I said bullshit to that.
Mhm, mhm.
So I found a teacher who, sort of agrees with me. I have my own Zen Sangha. And I think every person there reads tarot and would identify in some way, shape, or form um, with the witchy arts. So
Right, right.
yeah,
That's
and
that's
okay, so this is so Zen Buddhism. We believe everything is interconnected. Well, we believe that in witchcraft too.
mhm, mhm.
Believe I was reading since I'm late to the party, I've never read Starhawk's book, The Spiral Dance.
Mm,
So I'm reading that, and I'm reading about covens and about kind of like the covenant of covens. And I'm reading this and I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is like these are the precepts from Zen Buddhism. Like this
right?
is all the same. We are all connected.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
so much more alike than we are different. And think about, for those of you who grew up in the Christian church and now practice differently,
Mhm.
I really think of prayer as spell work. Shh, don't tell them because they don't want to hear that. But really, it's the difference between what you have and what you need.
Mhm. It's a form of meditation, it's a form of communicating with spirit, but oh my gosh, how dare you, because you're not a priest or a pastor, so you're not allowed to communicate with spirit, is how
Well,
I grew up.
and here's the other thing. Um, and this is why I gravitated toward Buddhism and toward witchcraft too. These things put the onus on us. I'm not praying to this man with a beard in the sky that's either going to be benevolent or not, depending upon whether I've been a good girl or not.
Right.
Know? So the onus is on me. I am the captain of my ship.
Mm, I
What do you
love
guys think about that?
Yeah. Well, so when I found out as a little girl, I found out I had some Cherokee Indian in me. I embraced, like, I was full on American Indian girl here. I even still to this day look at the full moon and see an Indian maiden, and I used to call her Hiawatha. And then I heard After the fact, I heard that the Native Americans called her grandmother Moon. But the way they talked about our creator made more sense to me than giving him a name.
Mm.
So I started praying to the creator.
Well,
I still say God here and there, but for one religion to say, no, it's Jeshua, or no, it's the Mormons. What do they call them?
mm.
Anyway, um,
Juanita said something. I'm just seeing the word intent here, and that reminded me that my Reiki teacher said something that has stuck with me, like just stuck with me forever. And it's
uh-huh,
something that I repeat over and over again. And that is that energy follows intent. So whatever your intent is,
hmm
energy
hmm
will follow that and will come back to you threefold.
hmm I love that. That's when I was learning this journey and trying to communicate with spirit. The word intention was such a big part of my belief, because intent is belief, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gosh. So,
okay,
I'm sorry, did I
mhm.
interrupt you? Ginger, did I interrupt you? Were you
No,
finished?
no, no, no. I was finished.
Oh, okay. I
I
just
want to
wanted to
keep
make
going.
sure
I'm in
because we kind of got off the track of, so what do you do when, like, there's all the stuff, there's the shiny things, and we get caught up in thinking that we need to go and buy all the stuff or do all the stuff. And my thing is using what I have, um, and also do one thing. Just do one thing.
And can you give us example for us newbies?
Light a candle.
Hmm
Light a candle. Say, you know, state something that you really want to, like, maybe do or change about yourself, or um, I'm always, I'm always, and maybe that this is my own self-limiting beliefs, but I don't like to set intentions for, oh, I want to make $1 million within the
Right.
next 10 years, right?
Mhm.
But
Like
I,
realistic intentions, right?
yes, set something that's realistic and write it down, fold the paper. Now, some people will say if you want the blessing, if you want it to come to you, fold the paper toward you. I don't think that there's anybody sitting up there that's going to say, "Oh,
You folded it wrong.
you folded it the wrong way. It's not going to work." So don't get, and I think that's the other thing. Don't get all bent out of shape and caught up in all these kind of man-made rules, I guess. But yeah, and just put it under a candle and light a candle and just meditate. Sit there for a few minutes. In the beginning, um, and I didn't have ritual candles. I have one package of ritual candles now. I
As
think,
in different colors?
yep, they're different colors. I think there's about 20 candles in them, but they're not my everyday candles that I use.
Right, right.
Like I have a green jar candle and I'll burn that for, an hour or two for something. And
Mhm.
I I I use those spell candles sparingly because I have financial constraints. We use a lot of what we have.
It's almost like if we would talk about crystals, everybody wants the purple one, the green one, and here is poor little old clear quartz that is the one mighty and all, does everything that all the others do, right? So when we talk about candles, it's okay if we use a white candle for everything, as long as we're putting the intention. Is this your belief as well?
Yeah, and I think that we want to be really we want to think about what we're consuming, what we're purchasing, because also part of the witch's journey is sustainability and conserving resources. And so we need to realize that, going out and buying all the crystals, they have to get dug up somewhere. And it takes people to dig those up. And are those people being treated fairly? And there's only so much rock that we have.
And we wonder why Mother Earth is caving in on herself.
Yeah.
I stopped buying crystals years ago when I learned when I started thinking about it.
Me too.
More so about because Brenda T, she's in our community. She channeled a stone one time, a crystal, and it said it wanted to be back in the earth. And that really made me sad.
Well, I mean, think about it. And they're coming out of the earth violently. Like they're being chopped up and hacked up and
Yeah.
removed in a nobody's being gentle about it. So like if you're going to buy crystals, my suggestion is don't buy them on Amazon and try to find somebody that's reputable, that works directly with
almost like the local farmer in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I once read that when you're so-called finished with your crystal, or if you feel like it's lost some of its power, to return it to Mother Earth. And one time I had a crepe myrtle. It was dying. She was dying, and it hurt my soul because I planted her, and amongst other trees, of course. But I think it was the little teeny ants were eating her roots or something. Anyways, it was after also I learned how to be a Reiki healer, a crystal healer, and she was down to one last thin branch. I'm like, I am going to save her. And every day for, I don't know, a week or two, I went out there. I did Reiki on this tree. I planted some of my crystals around her roots. And I was just, and then I don't know how much time went by, but I'm mowing the lawn, driving along, and all of a sudden I duck, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just ducked. And she was full of life again. And she flowered as normal, and she's been perfect ever since. So was it me? I don't know. But I do truly believe that it's part me, part the crystals planting around her, and just the love I had for this beautiful, beautiful crepe myrtle.
The other thing I was thinking about too is, so I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook, and you'll see people coming in and saying, I need a spell for A, B, or C, ABC, whatever it is. I need a spell for this. And like like there's some kind of a cookbook that we can, like a spell book, a universal spell book that we can look things up in. And I guess there is, like, I'm still new at this. So people out in the chat, go ahead, spank me, but slap me. But I don't know that we have to worry so much about having the perfect words either.
Right.
Because it is energy. Energy follows intent. So it's the intent. What do we intend? What is our intention? What do we want? And like it doesn't have to be all rhymey either.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. We see it in the movies, all the poetry, the rhymes that they put into it. And I used to think, I'll never do it then because I can never remember this kind of thing. Um, uh, Sky Dancer says there's several spell books, even on
What
Amazon.
did Sky Dancer say? I'm sorry, I
There's
have to.
spell books on Amazon, even.
Oh wow, I'm sure there are. Like there are, but like
You know
so.
what's fun? Miss Tarot D, our lovely Miss Tarot D, shared with me a couple spells and an incantation, and I loved it because she said, "Feel free to start your own spell journal with these." And I thought, oh, that's perfect. We
Yes.
start our own. What spell works for us? Start our own little spell book, and so that just inspired me. She inspires me, anyways, with all her. Um,
Yeah, I'm going back and reading some of the comments.
and I
Uh,
think you have the ability to highlight them. So go ahead and highlight one when you.
oh gosh. Okay, let's see. Um, I never thought the crystal wanted to stay in the earth, Juanita said. Yes, I've slowed down on buying them too. Um, says Akila.
Mhm.
That video changed my perspective. Yeah. Um, somebody's driving. Oh God. Um, somebody
Nathan
says I spent
actually
too much
saw.
at TJ Maxx.
Right. That's Kim, our beloved Kim.
Aw.
Um,
Okay, so Nathan says, "Remember Ginger." Okay, let me see if I can highlight this. I don't know how to do this. Oh
the,
no, I can't. I
you-
can't do it because I'm not. I'm in. I'm
oh, I
on.
have to put you in as admin to do that. Okay. Well, here
Yeah.
it is. I saw Bigfoot one time, roughly 9 years ago. It happened. Well, I believe in my heart it was Bigfoot. Um, Bigfoot's way of thinking of me for burying half of my whole crystal collection into the earth.
Oh. Well, I
Interesting.
believe in my heart it was big. It was Bigfoot's way of making me
Thanking
or
me, Natalie.
thanking me. Okay,
I think it's thanking me.
half bearing. Okay, isn't that? Yeah, it's crazy how things like that happen.
Mm. So,
Everybody's loving on each other in the group. I mean, really,
I
you guys
know
have a
we have the
really
best
nice chat group.
community. Grimoire, personal book of spells. And
Yes,
over.
yes.
Yeah.
So, do you have one, Ginger?
Not before now. I think I'm going to start me with one because of Miss Tarot D helped me with the situation.
So,
Um,
who in chat has one? I want to know if you've started one in chat.
I love it.
Tell me if you agree, Ginger and Jillie, that when one can start making their own spells, one is on their way to mastering crucial magical steps. Oh, you're ahead of me, Nathan. I don't know. Like I just think that it's so I want to be really respectful because I know that there are steps and there's a certain way, there's like a reverence to treating this practice, right? There's a respect and there's a reverence around it.
Mhm.
For me right now, my practice is just so simplified. I'm about like I'm at the time of my life where I just want to simplify things.
I am. I am.
So I guess the answer to that question for me, Nathan, is I don't know. It's not something I've thought about,
Mhm.
but now I will.
Mhm.
um, I
But it
Oh,
is about moving towards your magical step, Nathan, for sure. I mean, journaling anything.
okay,
Um,
hold on. Juanita says she wants to heal people and she wants to heal animals.
okay.
And I would say that if that is truly that, if you want to do that and, there's pure intention there, that you've already got those skills within you and you just need to, um, find the right next step for you to be able to manifest that in your life.
Nancy says she's had one for years. All my sacred thoughts, spells, and incantations are in it.
So I've been journaling for years, but I would not say that I've had a grimoire. And I started a grimoire. And here's a question for you. So I started a grimoire and I started it with a book that was given to me by somebody. And that person and I then had a falling out.
Oh,
And so now I feel like I should start another one.
yeah.
And to be fair, I want to start a bigger one because my eyesight's gotten worse. So I'd really like to start maybe I think is that A5 size, like a 8.5 by 11 size,
Hmm.
big notebook.
So, but you can still take some of those from that
Oh
other.
yeah, I'll
Right.
take what was in those
Yeah.
pages and
Mhm.
transfer them over.
Right. She
Yeah.
gave you the book itself.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wrote in it.
I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So we've talked a little bit about moon. So during certain moon cycles, do you do a ritual?
Wow. So there's 8 of them.
Right.
That's a lot of ritual.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the beginning, I thought I had to,
Right.
and I wound up starting with doing ritual on the full moon. That's what I started with, full moon only.
Okay. Can we stop there? Juanita is asking about rituals. What did you do on a full moon? To for those who doesn't who doesn't for those who don't truly know, rituals can be so many. There's like a spectrum.
Yes,
So can you
and
say what you would do on a full moon? What a ritual would be?
yeah, I mean, but here, so I can tell you what I have no problem whatsoever sharing whatever it is that I do. Okay, but this is what I do. It doesn't mean that it's the rule and you have to
It's
do
a
it the way I
guideline.
do. Yeah, so it's
It's a suggestion.
so generally the new moon is a time when we
You
release.
dance naked.
No,
Juanita wants to know.
no, nope, no. Um, but you could.
Good.
My neighbors might have a problem
Girl.
with that. I don't know. Um, so
Um,
okay, so in the beginning, it was it was very simplified. I put
mhm,
my crystals out, lit a candle, right,
mhm.
and said thank you to the universe. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my family. So it was really kind of a time for me of rejoicing and releasing, and kind of releasing anything that I felt that did not serve me
Right.
well, right? So
Mhm,
I would write something down on a piece of paper, maybe, and burn it.
mhm.
Um, and then I started practicing more with the moon with another YouTuber, and her channel is Jessica and the Moon.
Oh,
She's
I'll write that down.
very, very knowledgeable about astrology in particular, and she lives lunarly, which is what I am doing now. I'm living lunarly. I'm living by the phases of the moon. And she's been walking this path for a very long time. So she got me into really working with the new moon.
Oh.
And the new moon is, oh gosh, it's a wonderful time. So if the full moon is the time where we're releasing, and it's kind of, the celebration that the light is here again, as that light wanes and we get into the new moon,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of go inward again,
Uh-huh.
right? And that's the time when we manifest, where we plant the seeds for what we want to
Mm.
happen
Right.
realistically,
Right.
right? And so that is a night where I'm kind of quiet.
Yeah.
I try to take time away from television. I, again, will light a candle. Some people will put water out under the full moon, and they'll put water out under the new moon and make new moon water as
Oh, I
well.
haven't heard of Newman water.
I
Hmm.
hadn't, I hadn't either. Um, Also, so in my Buddhist practice, under the full moon, we have a ceremony called Fusatsu. And at Fusatsu, we are, we pay homage to our ancestors. And we also, the word that we use is atone, but it's not atoning like we atone in the Christian church. It's
Mm.
we call to mind, I guess, the things that we'd like to change, right?
Okay. Okay.
And we've released what does not serve us well. So that's kind of how, like, those two things fit perfectly
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Interesting. I found for my cycles, and I learned through Julie Kushawatz, who,
Mhm.
Peter and Julie, right?
Yes.
So she did. She was looking at my chart, and she said my best time of the month is during the waning moon. I guess I was born under a waning moon. So and when she said that, it started making sense because I started paying more attention.
Mhm.
And it was, my energy was better during that waning cycle. Um, uh, Better luck, you know. And waxing is when I'd have more challenges. So when you start learning about what cycle's best for you, you learn to work with it and have it work for you.
Yeah, I mean, the waxing moon is when the energy is gearing up, right? The light is coming back, and then the waning is kind of that quieting time. And I want to say this too, and I don't have enough experience like with men, but I'll bet you that there's something that links with their hormones as well. But women, our hormones, our menstrual cycles, and all the time, all my life, the entire time I had a period, fighting with it,
Right.
not wanting it to come, praying for it to come, feeling the aches and pains and thinking, oh, it was never I never just kind of rode with it, rode that wave.
Right.
And that's something that you learn to do when you live lunarly, is to listen to your body, listen to yourself, and just kind of go with it. If I have a day where I'm feeling a little tired, I lay down.
Yeah.
I take it out. It's okay. You know.
I
Now I'm
might have,
retired, so it's
yeah,
it's it's different.
I might have a part of an answer to, you said you don't, about males and the moon. Um, my son Kyle, he has autism,
Mhm.
and I learned early on when he was in elementary school. I started noticing a pattern because I love the moon. 3 days before a full moon, he would start getting agitated, and once the full moon got here, his agitation started waning. And so when I moved here to South Carolina, I mentioned that to his school teacher. And she goes, I'm going to have to take notice of that because I do know when precipitation is high here, the class becomes agitated. I'm like, great. In South Carolina, always
It's humid and raining all the time.
precipitation, you know. So, but yeah, so I learned a lunar cycle with him as well.
You know,
And
that's no, go ahead, finish. But
no, I
you
was
put
finished
the
pretty much.
memory for
Yeah.
me.
3 days. It was always 3 days. And once the moon was actually full on that day, that his disruption was settling.
Yeah, it
And
started to go over.
you would think still
Yeah,
on the full moon, especially that would be the heightened. And then within the next couple of days, he would still uh, be disturbed. But yeah, it just seemed like that the day of the full moon, it's like all that disruption stopped. It was
that's
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
My first job out of college was I worked for, back then it was called United Cerebral Palsy, and I was a special needs nursery school teacher for
Mm,
kids not only with cerebral palsy but with other special needs. And the head teacher of that program told me, like she said, watch these kids when there's a storm coming or
yeah.
when are on the full moon, these kids go nuts.
Yeah.
But you're kidding, right? And she's like, you
Did
watch.
you witness
It's
it?
true. It was true. Think about, the power of the moon. It moves the tides.
I
Like,
was going to just reference that.
what's it doing to,
We are water. We are the tides. And it's pulling us and ebb and
Yes.
flow. Yeah. Um, it's funny. I watched this guy. He's Jimmy Tarot Ship, and it's fun. He'll just say he's so cool. He's like he would make the perfect surfer dude in California. I don't even know where he lives. But anyways, he's just like, go with the flow and flow with the go. It's all good. You're good. You're good. I'm just
Anita said she gave birth to her second child on a full moon. I have to look.
oh.
I can't remember if I was on, I know it was a gibbous, and I can't remember if I was born on a waxing or a waning gibbous.
Mm.
And I know I looked
Google it.
up, but I
Google
can't remember.
it. Um,
Hospitals are especially busy during full moons. That's another
yeah.
thing I'm so glad you reminded me of. Yes, emergency rooms.
Yeah.
Nancy
I think
worked.
with some people who are so sensitive, and I can kind of liken myself because I'm a Meniere's disease, so a little bit of vertigo. And I know energy waves affect me. Noise can affect me, and is energy waves. So I can see how the super sensitives can be affected by that pull of the moon. I'm sure they're swimming inside their poor little heads.
Yeah.
Um, oh, let's see what Nathan just said. Follow the flow of life, the way of water and love of the elemental elements in their. I can't even speak tonight, Jillie.
And it generally helps.
Oh
And
my
in
God.
general, it helps.
So Nancy worked in the graveyard, and full moon shift nights were always crazy.
Mm.
And then,
What if you were born on a new moon?
yeah,
I don't know, but I would think that if you were born on a new moon, you might be a little bit more introspective. You might be a little bit like, I don't, maybe you're a little bit introverted.
on a
Very
full moon. Oh, he said new moon.
a
Okay.
new moon, I
Yeah.
think. Um, uh, introspective, I think would be a good word.
Yes. Yeah, good question, Greg. By the
Yes.
way, Craig, meet Jillie. Oops, wait, meet
Hi, Craig.
Jillie.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, Craig is a wonderful part of our community, and he has a really wonderful guide, Clara Bow, and she often comes into chats with him.
Hmm.
Selena said she was born on a full moon.
Selena, hello.
So,
How
Selena, do you
are
think you're
you?
more outgoing or more uh, less of the wallflower and more of the let me get in the mix kind of gal? Uh, so, the
I love Selena's channel too. If
yes,
you
yeah,
haven't been over to her channel, go over there and give her a sub because it's a really great channel.
yes, Selena, I did get see your email. I didn't even get a chance to read it though, but we'll connect soon. She used to be an extrovert, now she's introvert now. And I was the opposite. I was
Oh,
such
you're
an
welcome.
introvert. I think that, our signs, I was sun sign Cancer, but my ascending sign is Aries. And I think Aries kicked in when I became in my 20s. Um, so, hey, Judith, how are
Hey,
you?
Judith, it's nice to meet you.
And then Roman's here.
Roman's
I
here.
started hair, sprouting hair, and my claws grew out. I get the snout, tear my clothes, and want to run else naked. We don't want to see that. Oh, so so.
I'm Newport and hiding
Nathan
my
says, yeah, yeah. Let's not hoard. Everybody needs magic in their lives. And when we learn to, magic is in spell work, for me, is almost synonymous in working with our spirit guides. And uh, yeah, I won't go into that story.
Well, I also want to say too that I don't want anybody to think that I have, that I'm just sharing my journey, and it's not been,
Yeah,
I think my entire life I've always been different, right? I've always been, I was kind of the black sheep of my family, and in that way, like I didn't conform to the ideals that my parents had for me. My father wanted me to be a banker. He was a banker. I'm not a banker at all. I can't subtract.
little Zen banker.
Little
Yeah,
Zen banker. No, no, no. But yeah, so when I told my dad I was a Zen priest, he said, "Well, do you get paid for that?" So yeah, so this is I'm still like I'm very new at this.
yeah.
I'm just, I'm finding my way and
Um,
reading a lot and talking to a lot of people. And I think really what I'm learning is that just like every journey, it's our own, and there are people there to help us along the way. And don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to
right,
ask
right.
questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, certainly of Ginger, and definitely not to me, because if I don't know an answer, I will absolutely tell you I don't know the answer, but I'll find out for you for sure.
Right, right.
Or I'll point you in the direction in
Yeah.
the direction. And I've been very blessed with people in this community. Um, and I'll call out Gerald Tarot Stash, who is a dear, dear friend who has been like, who has, when I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning with a burning question and I text him, he would not answer me at 2 o'clock in the morning, but he gets back to me.
Oh. Well, Jillie, just as Nancy says, we can all learn together. And I so appreciate you sharing some of this journey.
So
And
welcome.
we're getting lovely comments on how they love to come here and learn. Um, and with that being said, Jillie and I will, we're going to try to make a once a month witchy journey here to, because I'm I'm wanting to learn. I can see in the chat everybody's wanting to learn.
I want to know if that's something that you would like, or like, do you want to see, like, it doesn't just, I don't know, like, do you want to see me or do you want to see different people? And I'm okay if you say, yeah, she's okay, but we want to see other people too.
Yeah, we can even have,
We could
like
do a
maybe
panel.
Selena can come on. Yeah. And
Yes,
Nancy
yes,
has some
Nancy.
witchy journey to share. So I
Yes,
really want to delve into this. I've always been drawn to being what I refer to as an earth witch, just because the Fey energy, the healing energy of Mother Earth, and bringing that energy forward to heal people, to give you that spark of inspiration that it's you too. It's not a private club, right? We can all learn
no.
and share the journey.
And I
Um,
think, we all help each other.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So this won't be the last time we talk about witchy
no.
things. Um, let's see. I felt like an outcast too, Jilly. People who enjoy magic were persevere. We persevere. Oh my God, I can't even read tonight. Also, I love Buddhism, and I have a question for you and Ginger, not a reading. Yeah, how does one start their journey?
Which journey?
I think with the little witchy journey, we discussed. So far, we've discussed using the moon and the cycles, and a little bit of candle magic. And then next time, what I'd like you to do
I
is, after the show, in the comments, why message us about what you would like to learn as far as witchy journeys
Yes.
go. And that way we can formulate some episodes. So, Nathan, like tonight, we just started with the moon cycles and doing some candle magic and putting intention in all that you do, um, for the greatest good of all and all the greatest good. Really, right?
Nathan, I think Skydancer is right. I think you already are on a journey. And I think
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
start, really what you have to have is that intent, right? Because energy follows intent. And so if you want to do something this week, if you want to do one thing this week, you can, you on the 4th in the United States, on the 4th in Eastern time. So uh,
Yeah.
we have a full moon coming. So maybe on that day, you just light a candle, and you can sit and, you know, look, you can make an intention on the full moon. The sky is not going to fall. And maybe that intention is just that I want to start this journey.
Oh,
I
perfect.
want, I want to start this journey, and just sit there and meditate with, maybe, I meditate almost every day, and my incense sticks last about 20 to 25 minutes. So I light my incense stick,
Okay.
Morning Star incense, available on the Amazon, and I just sit with my intention. So maybe just do that. Or if you want to put your crystals out, you can put your crystals outside. You could fill a jar with water and, put the jar outside under the moon, and, make some moon water, and then you can drink that water. You can drink that water. You can, wash with that water. You can wash your hair with that water. You can anoint yourself with the water.
Love it. That's
Uh,
beautiful.
4 or 5 years in practicing my own witchcraft, but there's so much I have to understand and relearn. Now, I'm wondering why you think you need to relearn things, but, because I think that practicing our own witchcraft is okay. Like, it's a personal practice. Is difference between a wise woman and a witch? Well,
No. No.
okay, so I think, okay, so if you want to think of yourself as a wise woman, that's okay. That's okay. Like you don't have to use that, the other W word if you're uncomfortable with that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think in general, um, witches are wise women. Hopefully, we are.
I
But
was going to say all wise women are witches, but not all witches are wise women.
I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say all witches are wise women, but not all women. But not all wise women would consider themselves witches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to get there. You have to. You, no, you don't have to get there. You don't ever have to use that word to describe yourself, and you'll know. That's the other thing, because for years, and when I say years, I'm going to say like 3 or 4 years. Um, I really didn't feel comfortable using that word to describe me.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that was shame that was put on me by other people, but I wasn't comfortable. And then one day I just was. I just was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. It is after 8, so we've been on over an hour. Are we up for a couple readings? I cannot stay. I have to be somewhere at 8:15. Believe it or not.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean 45. 45.
Oh my
8:45.
gosh, because I'm looking at it's 8:13
It's
on my
8:13.
clock. A couple of quick readings, yeah.
But anyways, yeah. You each get 10-second reading. Let's go. But are you feeling up to
Yep,
pulling a card or two for
yep.
people? Okay. All right, so we won't be able to do a whole lot, unfortunately, because we've enjoyed this wonderful chat, and I knew this, would be mostly a chat session anyway. So maybe we can pull like one card. Are you comfortable with one card pulls?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah,
then
do you want to like okay, so let me ask you this question first,
okay.
and let's not get all bogged down in the details, but do you want to pull tarot and I'll pull oracle, or do you want to pull or do you want to do both, or what do you want to do? You tell me. This is
No,
your
I
channel.
yeah, I maybe we can switch off.
Okay.
I'll do tarot, you do oracle, and then we'll switch.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Just I got Juanita and Selena, and if anybody else, just put hashtag me in, and we'll get this one done. So, um,
Okay,
let's.
so who's first then?
All right. Let me back up just a little bit.
Okay. I'm
Okay, so
gonna come over.
if you want a little mini reading of one card for now, and next time we'll do some more. We'll have time for more. So hashtag me, whichever. We have right now. I have Juanita. I have Selena, who would love a speed read, and Judith. Are you wanting
And Sky
uh,
Dancer.
her, Craig?
Who is Sky
You
Dancer?
don't worry about that hashtag. You do not have to worry about a hashtag. That was just a so you didn't have to actually put a whole bunch of stuff in there. So all right, for some okay, I might have starred some uh,
I hope that's
okay.
not like really noisy and obnoxious coming over. My microphone's right in front of my cards.
Mine does. Okay. I forgot. So, Sky Dancer, Silver had asked, how does one define a witch? Kitchen witch, cottage witch? how would you, like when I said earth witch, it's because I want to use the elements of the earth, the herbs, the cycles, the seasonal cycles. Green witch is more herby, isn't it? Right? Cottage witch would be
No,
herb. I mean,
somebody said I don't like labels, and I kind of don't like labels either. But if I had to, I would say that I'm probably more of um, more of a green witch, I guess. I don't know. I haven't
yeah.
gotten there yet.
So somewhere along the lines, we will learn a little bit about herbs and maybe come up with, of course, tea.
Oh yeah,
Herbal tea.
springtime is coming.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a roll call, and then if you do not hear your name, put in me again so that I can. There was a lot going on at the time, so and then also Silver asked if we could do a group reading at the end.
Sure.
So okay, so right now I have Selena, Juanita, I have Sky Dancer, I have Craig, and I who's Red Dragon. So yeah, I want to get into home remedies at some point too. So if you did not hear your name just now, please put in me or hashtag me. And until then, we're going to start off with Selena. After Selena, we have Juanita. Okay, I'm going to do. We got lost. All right. What is the Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, I just got a tingle. So this might not mean much to me, but Selena, you might know what it means. So I've got this beautiful hair, Ace of Trees. So in the Witch Sister, this has to be the Ace of Wands. So Selena, I feel like something coming for you. There's a path opening up. It's almost like I learned this image of this wand breaking apart two stones to part way for a new path coming your way. So a new path in your witchy work, since we're all talking about witchy things, and the hair, it's about abundance. It's also about, I think, moving forward quickly, in your journey. So this new path, I think it's going to happen like quickly. It's going to not be I know you've probably been working on things, but it's going to be almost like that aha moment, and that path will open for you. And then I'm not sure if these are, I mean, they look like the I used to call them crab apples, but I don't think they are crab apples. I used to think they were edible when I was a little girl, but they had no flavor, but they were little teeny tiny apples. So if you know what that is, let me know.
Quince? Is it a
uh,
quince?
what's that?
A quince?
I don't. They have no flavor. They're just. They're not even really. I don't even think they're edible for humans, but they might be
Okay.
for. But they looked like a little teeny tiny apple. They had the consistency of an apple, but they could have been poisonous for all I know. And I'm sitting here trying to taste one. They had no flavor, but yeah. So there's the first part of your story, Selena. What do you have?
Okay, well, I am reading from a self-published deck by Sean Weston that came out almost 10 years ago now. It's called A Whisper in the Ear Oracle, and it is one of my favorite oracles of all time. And unfortunately, of course, it's not available. But I pulled this card for you, Selena. And these are two koi, but it looks like the yin and yang, and it says, "Embrace the other you." So I wonder if there's a part of yourself that you've been denying, and maybe it's coming to it's coming out more with this Ace of Wands energy. But we need to embrace all the parts of ourselves. Um, and this is from a person who fought parts of myself, and if I'm honest, I probably still do fight parts of myself sometimes. But we need to learn to love ourselves and embrace the other parts of ourselves. So embrace the other you. I hope that makes sense.
Thank you, Julie. Let me get to the chat here. Oh, hi, Polly. How are you? Uh, so they're just chatting amongst
Oh my
each
gosh, is Deb here? Wait,
Was that?
I thought I saw Aquarius Owl. But now I
Oh,
can't.
I didn't. I don't know. She said it does make sense, Julie.
Oh,
It's all a part of my life, yin yang. Oh, perfect, perfect. Thank you.
blending them all.
And then Polly, I got you starred, hun. So,
Right. Who do we have next?
so first of all, Judith, did you put in for a question? I don't remember. I saw your little arrows, but I wasn't sure if that was you telling me to look up. So, Judith, let me know if you have wanted a card. Okay, so next is Juanita, and I have a
Okay.
card for her already because I didn't saw who was next. Uh, let's see. Uh, I don't see her. Okay. All right. So, Juanita, your card. I'm liking this story. Okay. You got a card that says "Come to Life," and what I'm seeing here is that maybe you obviously through this image this person's adding color to themselves, so maybe you feel and please tell me if I'm not right, but has your light has your light been dimmed over the recent weeks or months? Have you just been feeling a little less than? This card speaks of adding a little color to your life, to your heart, to your spirit. You have you have this beautiful little. I'm going to just say it's a blackbird, and you have this monkey over here. But this indicates to me you have a spirit guide encouraging you to get yourself out a little bit more. Have you painted yourself into a corner, so to speak? The monkey to me is just representing. They're very clever. They're intelligent. They're problem solvers, and it looks like he's holding the paint for you. So you have spirit guides working with you to solve problems, but they're really wanting you to shine your light a little more. We also have little butterflies here in this. I haven't used this deck in so long. We have these butterflies that speak of transformation, and we have a snake over here. So they're asking you to shed old skin, to feel renewed, do things that bring light and color into your life, because you are you have a sense of renewal, an awakening coming for you, and they want you to be ready for it. So they're trying to, they're closely watching you, guiding you. They're putting little hints into your thoughts, and just listen and reach inside you. Picture that light within your heart space and let it grow larger and larger. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, Juanita. What do you have for?
Well, I think this is a beautiful card for Juanita because what I have is a swan, and it says you'll always find your way. So if you have painted yourself into that corner, or if you've been a little bit more withdrawn and you're trying to find your way, you're trying to find your way out of that, like Ginger said, you're trying to find your way and find more light in your life. I think you are the swan, and you always find your way.
Love it. Love it.
Love that.
Oh, so much love
If
to you,
by
honey.
any chance, I just have to say this for a second because it just came to me. If by any chance you have thought yourself less than, you're not. You're the swan.
Sweet. I love swan energy.
So graceful.
Hmm. All right. Thank you, Juanita. So let's see. We have Sky Dancer next. So this is silver. So okay. All right, silver. You have 6 de batons. So something to celebrate is coming your way. And if we're talking in the witchy world, I feel like um, what would be fun for you, a project, I'm giving you homework, is to go out into the elements and make yourself this beautiful crown. Um, put in the little flowers and the leaves. And as you're making this, putting in intentions of what you want your witchy path. Um, how to be led on this witchy path of yours, and just put that love and intention into making this crown, almost like a little daisy. You know how we used to do daisy chains and stuff. I never had daisies, I had the clover. So I did clover crowns. But yeah, so as you're doing this is something you're putting your intentions into your creativity, your manifestations. And when you're done, ask that all that you have done be blessed with all things good and happy. And then wear this crown and walk through around in beauty and grace. And if you don't want to do it out in the parks or whatever, if you have a backyard, or I know where you live, but yes, but you need to wear it, adorn it, and bring it into the house and put it somewhere where you see it every day,
Yeah.
and let it make you smile just as it does in this picture. So that's what I have for you.
I love how these cards are coming together because the card that I drew for you is New Beginnings.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it may not, be giving birth, but you're giving birth to something. You're
Mm,
giving birth to a new idea, a new path, a new way for you. And I love that.
perfect.
And I love how it goes with Ginger's card too. I hope that that makes sense for
Mm,
you too.
let me get over here too. Um, all right. So perfect. Pregnant with ideas.
Yes.
She often sees herself with a laurel leaf. I was going to say laurel, but I didn't. But there we go. All right. So thank you, sweetheart. All right. So we have Kim and then Craig. Go
Okay.
Kim. Kim. Let me see if I want to go to these cards and see what they have to say. Oh, sorry. Kim is Red Dragon. It went flying out of reach. So that means that's something's out of reach there. All right, Kim, what do I have for you? these two came out together, so I'm going to read them together. I have this card that says honor the ending. So there is definitely something ending in your life, whether it's a phase, a relationship, or the ending of self limiting thoughts and beliefs, is what I'm feeling from this card. So honoring you, because you know that you're finishing up a journey, beginning a new journey, and it speaks of honoring that process. And the card that came out with it is alchemize. So definitely, how can I say about alchemizing? Um,
Well,
yes, please.
I think the card that I have might answer that question.
Okay, let's do that.
And I'm just loving how we're in
And
sync.
yeah, and lighting a candle is so very important as you
Mhm,
go through a ritual of honoring yourself. So please
mhm.
do, Jillie.
Yeah, and those endings that come. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's got a picture of my favorite animal, which is the elephant. Look at that elephant's eye, and it's talking about memories. So I think it's finding alchemy with the memories and the endings. Endings are often sad, and sometimes those memories come and they bring sadness, and that's okay. Um, and
Tears are cleansing.
and to know, like, we take responsibility for our parts in things, but it's not all on us either. And sometimes, so like what I'm saying is that sometimes memories can be tough. Sometimes even the good memories are tough, especially at the holidays.
Yeah.
I was feeling kind of sad a couple of days ago because, like, I miss the times when we had a larger family and we all got together, and when I was a kid, and it's just not that way anymore. And sometimes I'm nostalgic for that.
Yeah.
But I can honor those memories, and that time of my life has ended, and really still have joy and enjoy what we have together now.
Oh, she says
So
she's
just
blushing here.
um, that was an example of
Love it.
what I mean.
Yes, thank you. All right, so we have a Melissa. Welcome, Melissa. How are you?
Hi, Melissa.
And she's a newbie, so we're going to add Melissa to the list. That's okay. All right. Thank you, Julie. That was wonderful.
Craig.
Yep, we have Craig next. So Craig and maybe Clara will get in on this. So uh, let's see what witchy. Let's see. Oh,
Wait a minute. Craig has a spirit with him that's Clara Bow,
yes,
like the Clara Bow, because
the
I think,
Clara Bow.
wow.
And she is so much fun to read for. Um, he brings her along, and it's just light and love. It's
Oh,
lovely.
Craig, there is this ASMR channel, and I wish I could remember the name, but the how I found it was that she was coloring pictures of old actresses. She had Mary Pickford and she had Clara Bow.
Wow.
And I used to love on a Sunday afternoon to sit and watch the old black and white movies.
Yes,
I love
yeah,
that. Good
yeah.
rainy day stuff. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, yes, Nathan, you're on the list. Okay, we're getting close here. So, Craig, I love this. I love this image. Okay. Um, this is the chariot. But look at it's like almost that king of cups energy as well. You got two water horses. They're coming out of the waves. And this is about you. You have been navigating through these waters, through the storms, through the calm waters. You're riding the waves with these two beautiful horses. It's like you, the charioteer here, um, you're just mastering the navigation of life right here. So whether you feel this right now or not, there is something in your life that you are truly maybe you haven't taken or given yourself enough recognition for it. But the horses represents freedom, but because they're white, that's spiritual freedom to me. And so this is about you just mastering the navigation through all waters of life that you've been through. So this is what I have for you, Craig.
Craig, I got a wonderful card for you,
So,
and it
Jillie.
is Leap of Faith. So look, leaping right into that water, taking a chance, taking that leap of faith into that new beginning. And yes, being the charioteer, but also perhaps taking taking a road less traveled,
Hmm,
taking the turn that, taking that unexpected turn.
love it.
Takes a lot of courage to do that.
Absolutely. I love that, Jillie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I am cutting it close on time. I hope we can get to everybody. So, Polly, are you still here? I'm going to start making a little roll call to make sure everybody's here. But thank you, Craig, for coming in tonight. So, Polly, are you still here? All right, then that's confirmation you're on the right path, Craig. Okay, Polly is here. So the next is for Polly. Let me just put up Polly says yes. Okay, Polly. So it's my turn to Oracle. Yeah, it's my turn to Oracle.
Oh, you want me to read tarot? Sorry.
Yeah.
Will do. Pull,
Oh,
please.
Polly. Oh my gosh. Polly.
I'm going to be reading from the Druidcraft Tarot.
Okay. Don't use that enough.
If anybody reads tarot and you don't have this deck, this is a great deck for a witchy journey. It's got lots of, the book is lovely and has lots of kind of Celtic and pagan-y things with it. The other deck that I would recommend, but it is a little, it's the system is different, and that is the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, and that book is really good and has like little spells and things that you can do in it.
Oh, fascinating.
Okay, sorry, who am I reading for again?
Okay, Polly. We're reading for Polly.
Polly. Okay, let me get your card, Polly.
Okay, I've got a card here, and I gotta think about.
Are you going or am I going?
Oh, if you're ready, you can go.
Okay.
Because I'm.
So, Polly, for you, I got the Seven of Wands, and so I feel like the seven is about defense, being in a defensive position, feeling like you have to explain yourself, or feeling like you're in a place where maybe others are depending upon you too, and looking at you for authority, maybe, or for your wisdom. And then when you impart that, they're not liking it so much. And so you're kind of in this, it's a tension-y kind of place where you feel like you've got to, um, yeah, kind of defend your position, defend maybe who you are, where you are, why you are. Um, and what I would say is that, oh gosh, so the words that came to me are the ends justify the means. That I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's what came out. What did you get, Ginger?
Okay. Well, it's interesting. Okay, let me show you the card first. It says shock of the new. So I had to, step back a moment. But the first thing I noticed is piano keys, and then like speakers, and then you get the sun, and then. So I think with what Julie was saying, there's something that's going to be happening soon that it'll be like a shock, and
Mm.
it's a new something so new to you. Um, it's I see shock waves, so I see like energy waves. So music, I don't know if you have anything to do with music. The sunflowers here representing like the sun coming out, something happy happening for you after this a challenge here. And I see sacred geometry here too, so um as a little bit of a mini reading, I just, something sacred is coming toward you that it's going to be almost like an awakening, I think. Something just a whoosh of energy. And it's, I don't know, and I'm going to use it. It says shock of the new. Sometimes this is something you have to decide: either embrace something new or stay in a place of comfort zone. But this is about stepping out. And I don't know, I really feel like it has something to do with music. So, Polly, I'm not sure what that might mean to you, but that's what this card says. Oh my gosh. So, all right, it's 8:43. Oh my gosh. Let me okay. So, we're doing Melissa and then Nathan, and I'll just hopefully they don't mind if I'm late. So Melissa. So Melissa's a newbie. And this is all about a witchy vibe reading, Melissa. And tonight, I'm sorry, we only have time for one card readings, but if you subscribe to both channels, hit the bells, there's more opportunities for readings. I'm on again Thursday at 7 o'clock with Ivana, and we have a lot of fun. So, definitely pop in then. But let me see what witchy reads I can get.
I'm on Monday mornings at 9 on my channel for readings too. So do you want me to go with my card quick?
Sure, but you're
Okay.
also on every Friday, or is just some?
Not every Friday. I'm usually on with the full moon and the new moon.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Hit those bells, Melissa.
so you got the magician. So you have everything you need for this journey. It's right in front of you. And you are a very powerful person, whether you know it or not. This magician, I love the magician, how, he is channeling energy from the heavens straight down to the earth. So there's balance there. There's great balance. There's strength. Um, the colors of this are, crown chakra and rooted energy. And you have all the tools you need. They're right there for whatever's in front of you. You can do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I love this story for you. You have this beautiful nest. It's the Four of Skies. And this just talks about it speaks of a place of healing. Make your nest at home a comfortable. It could be the bed in the winter time, all the fluffy blankets over you. But I'm going to say within the next couple months, it is about healing. You need to do some inner healing, or you need to be, as this bird is doing, watching over your young, watching, which if you don't have little ones, it's watching over those who you treasure and help them through some healing energies. But yeah, so this winter time, I think, is a time of healing for you. And so that's what this little bird in the nest. And this is a little wren, and I love the Carolina wren. They have a beautiful song, and I call him my wren friend. He hops around my yard, and he's so fun. But this is just about being protective over your treasures, and your treasure could be your own energy. So, Melissa, this is your little short reading tonight, but do tune into our channels, and that way I'll make sure, if you come in Thursday, I'll make sure you're one of the first ones to be read when you pop in. So I hope that resonated with you. And then let's give Nathan a quick reading, and then I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go. But let's get Nathan in here.
Okay, Nathan, I pulled, this is the wheel for you. And this is another card that I absolutely love. And for you and the question that you asked tonight, right? So she is drawing the circle of protection around her. And she's standing in front of, in front of a cave. And the cave in this card is symbolic of the womb. So something new is being birthed. And she's standing on a beach. The water is all about intuition. So the questions that you asked, like, I really think, like, using your intuition to turn that wheel to the next part of your journey. Your intuition is sound. And you are absolutely on the right path.
Oh, love that. And talk about synchronicities. I also got the Fool.
Oh, wow.
And look at that. They're leaping over the water.
Yeah.
So we both have that water energy here. So Nathan, this is about you leaping forward, going into you're prepared. It's almost like magician type energy as well. You have all that you need to make this journey. So take that leap and take that leap of faith. Mm-hmm. So. Okay, so that was a message for me. So I have to go, but Jillie,
yeah. Oh my goodness, one to
so
you
much
too.
Fun. It wasn't long enough.
And moving on to everybody in the chat, it has been wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you to all of you who went over and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that too.
Yeah. So, all right. So for now, Julie's on Monday at what time?
I'll be on this Friday at 4.
Okay.
That won't be to do readings, but I'm on every Monday morning at 9 o'clock to do readings, 9 Eastern.
There we go. And then I'll see you guys on Thursday. So, sorry to cut this short. I have a class actually to go to. So I'm going to send you all off with the fairy, but bye everyone. Stick around, Jillie.